We said it from the beginning, and now it's here or coming to fruition, whatever. This is the time of the year where NFL teams need to nut up or shut up. A phrase coined in one of our favorite movies, Zombieland, with Woody Harrelson and all those guys, Emma Stone and everybody. Yeah, great movie. But the bigger point here is a team that is clearly taking over and showing up is the Kansas City Chiefs. They are well, in reality, they have taken over the AFC. Right now, a lock in as a playoff spot. I believe they're locked in as the number 1 seed in the AFC, and it's wild. It is absolutely wild. The Kansas City Chiefs, I believe, at one point were 3-4 or 4-4. I think it was 3-4 now, to my recollection. And now they have came back from the cellar. Again, we're going to bring up Any Given Sunday speech. Al Pacino, just climb out of hell type movement. Like the Chiefs they've climbed out of hell. And now they are in a place where, again, they've taken over the AFC. They are just in a position where they are the top team in the AFC. They look good. They went up against the Steelers, which we'll get into in a second. It just looked like a bloodbath. But right now, the Chiefs, number 1 seed in the AFC, and looking like they'll get that home field advantage. And I mean, we knew they had the talent. Like, I think it's pretty safe to say that everybody knew the Chiefs had the talent to be able to do it. And here they are. They are taking over, and I think they are in a prime position with how they're looking right now. Now we're going to go ahead and look it over here. Now, currently sitting at 11-4. They just got a huge win. Maybe not huge, but they just got a win over the Pittsburgh Steelers. And if you look at it, 36-10. It's definitely not great. But if you just look, at one point they were up 33-0, or whatever it was, 33-3, and it's just like, I don't know what it is with the Steelers. I feel like they're going to have a lot of rebuilding. I think Mike Tomlin should stay. Ben Roethlisberger probably should be out the door. But, I think at the end of the day, when you look at just the Chiefs statistics, like Patrick Mahomes, 22 of 30, 258 and 3 TDs. Like, it was just apparent that they were the better team on the field, and it wasn't even really that close. Like, if we're being honest, it really wasn't close. But I do think at the end of the day, when you have the Chiefs that are in a position to be the number 1 seed in the AFC, and the way that they are playing right now, I mean, it's just really impressive. But overall, you see that they performed very well. We're up at one point, like we said, what was it, 33-30 or whatever, 33-3 or 33-0, and it just got to the point where it's like the Steelers didn't look like they didn't want to be there. Like, they looked like they did not want to play the Chiefs, and I don't blame them. Like we said, Patrick Mahomes completing over 70% of his passes. And the thing about the Chiefs is, yes, we know about Patrick Mahomes, but they were able to run the ball. I mean, the 3-headed rushing attack of Darrell Williams, Derek Gore, and Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I mean, you had over 100 yards just with those 3 guys, and overall, you were able to punch one in with Clyde Edwards-Helaire there, and Byron Pringle. I tell you, I've been high on Mecole Hardman this entire time, but a lot of people and fans have told me that Byron Pringle deserves a lot more credit, and I don't necessarily disagree at this point. I think Mecole Hardman is definitely a big play guy as well as Pringle, but the Chiefs just have no shortage of weapons. Overall, Pringle caught 6 passes for 75 yards and 2 touchdowns. Derek Gore, not related to Frank Gore, don't worry, I looked it up. 3 catches for 61 yards. Also, Mecole Hardman, 3 catches, 31 yards and a touchdown. Darrell Williams also added 3 catches for 30 yards, and Tyreek Hill, 2 catches, 19 yards. Like, it's a crazy how much of the weapons that the Chiefs have. I mean, they are just, again, we have covered the fact that they are taking over, but I mean, just overall, they just offensively, they're just a fine-tuned machine, and they're just dangerous every time they step on the field. Then you also have DiCarpio Boodle, I hope that's how you say his name. 8 total tackles on the night. Ben Neiman also had 7. You had guys like Frank Clark and Tershawn Wharton, who, maybe I'm not saying his name right either, both had sacks on the night. Also, Charvarius Ward. I can't not sound awkward while I'm saying some of these. They sound like those K and Peele videos where it's like Some of these names have to be made up, like really bad, but I don't know, whatever. No disrespect, it's just kind of funny for me because I can't pronounce names. Ward had an interception, a couple of sacks on the Chiefs. Like, their defense is showing up. Their offense, clearly we knew what they had. But really, it's their defense that's showing up as well, and I think that deserves a lot of credit. And I think at the end of the day, when you have this Chiefs team that can play offense, can put up points with anybody, and then also gets its own defense into the mix there, I think it's just a dangerous team. It really is. Then you look over at their last 8 games, 8-game winning streak. Boom. Like, again, like, just crazy. Like 3-4. Wait, okay, Colton, what's 11 minus 8? It's 3. Okay. So, yeah, they were 3-4 at one time. And I finally answered my own question. But, 3-4. Out of the cellar now. They have climbed out of hell, won 8 straight. And it's just like, we knew that the Chiefs were this talented. We knew what they were capable of doing. And now they're to the point where they're doing it. Like, they're looking like this is exactly how you want to look heading into the playoffs. And the Chiefs just look too tough to beat right now. So I don't know how it's all going to shape up. I mean, there's a lot of teams in the AFC that are still vying and still trying to secure playoff spots. We did a Raiders video earlier today. I mean, they're in the hunt too. They've got some fire to them. So I don't know. The Chiefs have taken over the AFC, but the rest of this is going to be really interesting. The NFC is all but locked up at this point, especially with my Vikings. It's just, we're not going to cover it, but we will cover how the Kansas City Chiefs they've taken over the AFC and they look like a top team in the entire NFL. I mean, Chiefs and Bucks Super Bowl again. I don't know. We'll have to see. Maybe Packers. I don't know. They have to get past the NFC Championship game. We'll have to see how it goes. But let us know what you guys think about the Kansas City Chiefs taking over the AFC. Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. It helps people find the show. We greatly appreciate all the support that we've gotten and continue to get. You guys are all truthfully awesome, and we love every single one of you. Check out our website at thesportsfreepodcast.com. Also in the description down below, you'll find all of our social media platforms. So give us a like and a follow there. Also, if you would give us a sub and listen on iTunes, we would greatly appreciate it. And then finally, if you have anything you'd like us to cover, put whatever it is in the comment section down below, or you can send us an email at thesportsbp@yahoo.com. We would be glad to cover it. But let us know what you guys think about the Kansas City Chiefs, who have taken over the AFC.